That's You look at Portland. This is it, their whole season, all their effort, all their energy to get them here, the finals.
And I'm sure the feeling in their locker room was different today. That finals atmosphere is unlike anything else. This is what it's all about.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Porzingis is out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Pippen. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the small forward. McGrady with the ball. Pass to Pippen. Eason against Porzingis. Over Eason. On the money with the shot from the left block. Porzingis has got the opening field goal of the game for the Trailblazers. And here is LeBron. Out to the wing. Portland grabs the miss.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
They get it back. A three from Porzingis. Hits it from three-point range. Porzingis has got 5.
Well, the thing is, you got to be very careful when Porzingis gets that catch-and-shoot game working. And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Outside, Antetokounmpo fires the 3. Eason grabs the board. Not a fast start here for the Spurs. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Bol. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
McGrady is screen on James. Back to McGrady. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Pass to Bol. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Now here's Giannis. D right on him. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense on it.
Now here's LeBron. And James throws it down hard.
And his handle might be an underrated part of James's game. Totally throwing off the defender with that move.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam.
Timeout.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Portland with a change here too. Podziemski, he's checked in for Tracy McGrady. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Podziemski. Just 5 on the clock. Pippen for 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Spurs trail by 3. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively. And he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit. Be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Knocks it loose. Oh, and here comes Pippen all alone. And the slam dunk by Pippen.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
A putback, and Howard with the second chance points.
And really, there's no reason why Howard can't at least be boxed out. When he comes up with these rebounds, it's night-night for the defense.
Now here's Pippen. To Porzingis. 5 to shoot. And the Rejection by Holmgren. Alexander Walker on the wing. He's defended by Podziemski. Alexander Walker on the wing. Still without a basket. And he dunks it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now here's Pippen. Wembanyama sets a screen for Pippen. No good on the shot. Now Alexander Walker. James outside. Back to Alexander Walker. Here's the break. Podziemski, the bounce pass. Inside. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
A different look now for San Antonio. Bull. He's checked in for Howard. And Daniels subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Portland also making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Wembanyama. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. Now here's LeBron. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Down low, Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
A wide open look here for Porzingis. A three-pointer is right on target. Porzingis has got 8.
Well, it sure didn't take him much time to heat up. Aggressive start.
Pass to Daniels. Here's Bull. And the dunk.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Porzingis against Holmgren. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Porzingis.
Yeah, and when healthy, Porzingis is still a very effective player and an important part to his team's success.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Johnson comes in for Tari Eason. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Dyson Daniels. It's all about Kumbo. Here's Pippen. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
James looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Scores for only the second time. Tonight, now 2 for 6 from the field.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Williams, a screen on Holmgren. Williams finds Kumbo. Back drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. LeBron James, number 1. Goes up off the inbound, and he lays it up and in. LeBron's got 6 points.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
To the middle. Here's Pippen, the dunk, and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson. Howard's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Portland also making some changes. Jeremy Grant comes in for Williams. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Tracy McGrady. Now here's LeBron. He's got 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. One on Pippen.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the D.
So for the Trailblazers, Victor Wembanyama comes in for Pippen. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. Here's Giannis. Porzingis sets the pick for Antetokounmpo. Driving the lane. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And this kid, Giannis, has talent. Drives like this prove how dangerous he can become.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. Trailblazers leading by 6. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down hard.
Crazy. Athleticism, watch out for Giannis.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Johnson outside. Bol, a screen on Grant to the inside. And the dunk by Bol.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
So it's the Spurs now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Howard setting the pick for Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's LeBron. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Here's Grant into the lane. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Pass to Howard. Back to LeBron. Spurs passing it around. Howard with a screen on Grant. A step-back shot here. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And it's Grant that time on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 6 assists in the game. LeBron outside. And they get it. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers. 13 points up at the end of the period. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2. K Sports, what a time of year. And guys, the Trailblazers enjoying a nice lead here.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Pippen, Antetokounmpo out there with Porzingis. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's McGrady in at the point. James, the pass to Bull. Back to LeBron. Howard with a screen on Pippen. To the paint. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot-blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
And stolen by James. Down low. And the dunk by Eason.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greggy lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Wembanyama, a screen on Howard. 6 to shoot. Howard against Porzingis. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Spurs trail by 11. Here's LeBron. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
A different look now for San Antonio. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Howard. Holmgren comes in for Bol. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Tari Eason. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Podziemski's checked in. LeBron kicks to Daniels. Here's Alexander Walker. No good from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
There's the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Alexander Walker's got his second basket of the game. On the wing, Giannis. James defending. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nice shot from the wing. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
Oh, I love how Giannis plays to his strengths on offense. Focuses on taking shots within his range.
Spurs trail by 10. Holmgren outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
Holmgren hits them both. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for Portland. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And they pick up 2.
Well, Wembanyama can do it all, but the coaching staff would like to see him stay in the paint as much as he can.
Pass to Holmgren. Porzingis with the block, and he's able to get it back. Holmgren gets the bucket.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Out left of the wing, Holmgren with the steal. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Inside. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Oh, does Chet even have to jump? He's got so much length.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Outside, Porzingis. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
Kessler finds Alexander Walker. Outside Daniel. Kessler a screen on left. Alexander Walker misses the 3. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Now here's Love. Master Grant. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Pippen missing. Spurs trail by 9. Alexander Walker with the ball. To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for San Antonio. Tari Eason comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. LeBron James second.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Giannis outside. Giannis fighting in.
We haven't seen someone Giannis's size run the pick and roll that way. He is incredibly unique.
And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And here are the Trailblazers now. They lead by 11. Grant sets a screen for Giannis.
And in this quarter, they just haven't had the success from beyond the arc that they began the game with.
And another turnover here by San Antonio. Trailblazers leading by 11. Pass to Williams. Wembanyama up top. Defended by Holmgren. Wembanyama, no good. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. James with a powerful jam.
That's a big night for LeBron. I mean, what's new?
Now Williams. Pass to McGrady. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
LeBron passes to Holmgren. Now Eason. Holmgren with a screen on McGrady. Shot by Eason, no good. And so Grant will bring it up for the Trailblazers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Dyson Daniels.
Well, this guy's a classic example of hard work paying off. Jeremy Grant has developed into a very impactful player.
Pippen's checked in for Portland.
And no secret here. This is what you need to do with the lead. Hit your free throws. And they're having a great second quarter at the line.
Holmgren sets the screen for Eason. Drills the three-pointer. Eason's got 5.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And Portland making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Howard against Williams. Now here's Howard. Guarded closely. Outside Daniel. No good on the 3.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Outside, Porzingis. Pocket 6. Over Holmgren. Porzingis can't hit. Spurs trail by 10. Daniels passes to James. Now here's Howard. Antetokounmpo defending. Outside Pippen. Looking to get it going. Good. And Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th assist here tonight. Right wing. Poked away. Howard against Williams. Howard kicks to James. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, Antetokounmpo has some serious length, so he can reach out and find those opportunities to get the block.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Johnson, he's checked in for James. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Dyson Daniel. Up top, Pippen. He's guarded by Johnson. Porzingis sets the pick for McGrady. Good work there as it goes. McGrady's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Holmgren outside. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Johnson. A 3-ball. From past the arc. Sinks the 3-pointer. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, look at Johnson dialing it in from long distance.
Antetokounmpo passes to McGrady. Here's the drive. Shot from 12. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Spurs trail by 11. To the middle. And the dunk by Eason.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Bol Bol, he's checked in for San Antonio. LeBron comes in for Keldon Johnson. Wembanyama, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Jeremy Grant comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pippen kicks to Grant. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Alexander Walker. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 3rd assist on the night. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And another thing they've done so well is convert
fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Here's San Antonio now. They've got an 8-0 run. Pass to Eason. Let's go. The shot by LeBron, no good. Trailblazers leading by 6. Holmgren with the steal. Inside. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
He's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
A 3 from Wembanyama. The Trailblazers rebound. McGrady dishes to Grant. It's good from long range. Grant's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he didn't come into the league with great range, but Grant worked hard, and now he is really good from out there.
Pass to Holmgren. Now Bol. Shot clock at 5. Shot by Eason, no good. And here is McGrady. Here's Wembanyama. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Wembanyama's got 6 in the quarter. And so it's Portland ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back to the action in just a minute.
Well, you don't want to give away the game. That's what they're doing with all of these turnovers, Shaq.
Yep, Butterfingers.
Checking out the circumstances. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Tyson Daniels is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Howard. Then it's James. And it's Bol in at the 4. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Trailblazers leading by 9. To the paint. Pippen, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Pippen, a screen on Daniel. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's his 3rd foul of the game. San Antonio on defense. Wembanyama sets a screen for McGrady. 4 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Knocked loose. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Jumps up. Giannis cleaned up the fast break.
So encouraging to see Giannis in attack mode like this, getting it done on the offensive end.
Spurs passing it around. LeBron outside. Five on the clock. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's McGrady. Wembanyama trying to free himself up. And that one's good. McGrady's got 8 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
James misses. Trailblazers leading by 13. Mr. Porzingis lets the 3 fly. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Now James. To end the run. Another miss by James.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
And San Antonio shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Down low. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. A different look now for San Antonio. Holmgren comes in for Bull. And Tari Eason subbed in for Daniels. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Porzingis. Jeremy Grant comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Tracy McGrady. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Pippen. Drives to the hoop. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Pippen's got 10 points in the game.
And Pippen there driving hard inside, has the height and athleticism to consistently get it done in the paint.
Alexander Walker missed inside. Trailblazers leading by 16. Here's Podziemski. Pass to Pippen. Williams, a screen on LeBron. Pippen can't hit. Spurs have gone 2 of 6 in the field here in the third.
Yeah, Williams gets at least one swat a game. He's got great anticipation.
Pippen, the pass to Wembanyama. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Pippen.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Tracy McGrady's checked in for Portland. To the inside. Here's Holmgren. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And here are the Trailblazers now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. He trains the quick shot. 10 points for him.
He's got all the shots. McGrady makes the mid-range look easy.
That bucket in no time at all.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Pippen outside. McGrady outside. San Antonio with the rebound. LeBron kicks to Holmgren. Holmgren with a screen on Wembanyama. Here's Alexander Walker. Offensive rebound. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And you really have to toe that line with the physicality just to prevent Howard from the end line.
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. McGrady. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Holmgren outside. Offline with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
McGrady passes to Pippen. Grant kicks to Williams. Pass to McGrady. And an incredible double clutch dunk. Wow.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Spurs making a change here. Kessler's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Porzingis comes in for Victor Wembanyama. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Jeremy Grant. Holmgren the pass to Kessler. LeBron against Pippen. San Antonio again missing.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Here's McGrady. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Now Kessler. Sassuolo screen on Porzingis. Holmgren. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And stolen by James. Looking to get back on track here. And the dunk by LeBron.
Still as intimidating as anyone in transition. Once LeBron gets that step on the D, it's over.
Now, here is McGrady, defended by Alexander Walker.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Eason gets a wide-open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Eason's got 10.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Now Kessler. Scoreless thus far. Here's James. LeBron going to work inside.
A nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Porzingis with a screen on Eason. And play stops, whistling what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
A different look now for San Antonio. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Bol comes in for Chet Holmgren. And Daniels subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And then for the Trailblazers, Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Williams. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Pippen.
The block by Wembanyama, and he'll lead the league in that category numerous times when it's all said and done.
McGrady passes to Wembanyama. Here's Porzingis. Over Bull. Misses off the left iron. Spurs trail by 14. Howard setting the pick for LeBron. And Howard with the stuff. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 13 rebounds.
Not only does Howard set perfect screens, he cuts quickly after the pick has been set. Just a perfect pick-and-roll play. Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Back to James. Howard with the screen on Giannis. And slammed in by Howard.
And these dunk attempts are just too easy for Howard. All he has to do is rise up, and he's golden.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Chet Holmgren comes in for Bull. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for LeBron. There's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. With on the list, Victor Wembanyama.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
Trailblazers leading by 11. McGrady outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama sets a screen for Giannis. Wembanyama deadly inside.
At well over 7 feet tall, inside is easy money for Victor.
Alexander Walker passes to Holmgren. To the top of the key, Eason. 5 to shoot. screen by Howard. San Antonio again missing. Left side out of the Kumbo. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Out to the Kumbo. No good.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. and he couldn't.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be right back after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, Tracy McGrady is out there with Pippen. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Rob Williams. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3 spot.
Well, look, the defense has got to push Williams further away, or he'll do exactly that.
Knocked away. Pippen with the steal. All alone. And the slam dunk by Pippen.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Daniels passes to Holmgren. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Shot clock at 2. Daniels. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pippen with the bucket. And
jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Daniels passes to Holmgren. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. He takes it in. A shot by McGrady, no good. Spurs trail by 19. Eason passes to Daniels. Pass to Johnson. Howard dishes to Johnson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Puts it up. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pippen against Daniels. Holmgren outside. Pass to Howard. To the paint. They could use a bucket. Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hey, Johnson will put some pressure on your defense.
LeBron's checked in for the Spurs. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Podziemski's coming in for McGrady. Grant outside. Pass to Williams. Now here's Giannis. Up top, Podziemski. Williams passes to Wembanyama. Shot by Podziemski, no good. Spurs trail by 17. And here is Holmgren. Defended by Wembanyama.
You want a high percentage take offensively, get it to Holmgren in that spot.
Pass to Williams. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. And the Spurs with some changes. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Howard. Tari Eason comes in for Johnson. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Dyson Daniels. Now, Antetokounmpo. James defending. No coverage that time. And the Trailblazers lead by 18.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Inside. And James throws it down.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
James against Antetokounmpo over LeBron. Antetokounmpo, no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Trailblazers leading by 16. Down low. Rebounded by the Spurs. Eason's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Alexander Walker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
For the Trailblazers, Porzingis, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Pippen comes in for Antetokounmpo. Tracy McGrady subbed in for Brandon Podziemski.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
And James throws it down hard.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
To the middle, here's Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got 4 assists in the game. Spurs trail by 16. Alexander Walker passes to Holmgren. Here's James, defended by Pippen. LeBron shot is off. For Portland, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. For San Antonio, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Holmgren, right side. Pippen down low. Working on James. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And some changes here for the Spurs. Howard's checked in for Walker Kessler. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Nickeil Alexander Walker. Williams sets a screen for Porzingis.
Using smarts instead of just strength. Porzingis uses the feint before attacking.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Blazers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
McGrady kicks to Pippen. Over to the left wing. A 3 from Porzingis. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen.
Well, one of the premier offensive players in the league, Kristaps Porzingis, is hot tonight, putting on a show.
Eason against McGrady. Good. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Holmgren looking around. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Grant outside. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, Grant has added range, but hasn't lost anything in close.
James outside. Pass to Holmgren. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Trailblazers leading by 22. Now, here is McGrady. Outside, Porzingis. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for San Antonio. And here is Howard. With the step back, James hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. LeBron's got 25 points in the game. And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's been moonlighting as a point guard here tonight. Now, I don't know where they'd be without all his assists
He's been seeing the court so well, drawing defenders, and just making some incredible passes.
You know, that's how you send a message to open a series. There's always one player who's the difference maker in the playoffs. And I think we found our man. Spurs trail by 20. Here's James. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Trailblazers leading by 18. McGrady outside. Porzingis against Howard. Porzingis kicks to McGrady. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to Howard. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Alexander Walker on the wing. Defended by Pippen. And there's the dunk.
I tell you what, guys, Howard is feeling it tonight. A big game thus far for him offensively.
Now Porzingis. And that one is good.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
It's James. On the wing, Daniels. Antetokounmpo defending. Holmgren. Off target from outside.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his court.
Giannis high post. Working on Howard. Shoots the three. And Scottie Pippen the bucket on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Pippen's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Alexander Walker passes to Daniels. Here is Howard. Back to Daniels. Spurs passing it around. Holmgren can't hit. Portland leading by 21. Giannis with it. Wembanyama, a screen on James. Got a piece of it. Wembanyama passes to McGrady. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama's got his third assist on the night. And San Antonio shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety.
And guys, you can go ahead and put game one in the record books. Exactly how they wanted to kick off this series against a tremendous opponent. Big win for the Trailblazers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
They're certainly starting the finals off on the right foot, and this will be a comfortable win for them in Game 1.
Yeah, this was a statement game, and what a time to make it. I'm sure it's going to get tougher for this group, but they won't be able to just run away with the championship. But tonight, they clearly established themselves as the stronger team early in this series.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Giannis.
Well, he was so active defensively, anticipating, grabbing steals. One of the most underappreciated stats in the game.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum.